Good evening, guys. Hope you're all well and keeping safe. Just a very quick video. I'm just quickly remaking the Armstrong Powerhouse video that I originally did a while back, but obviously wanted to just remake it just to kind of speed up the point a little bit, just kind of bring things up to speed with it. So obviously I haven't really got any download space right now, so I can't really download anything at the moment with this Armstrong because I've bought so many of these, as you can see here. But I will just do a quick sort of give you like an idea as to what you'd expect when you do download them. So I'll give you an example just to start you guys off. So if we go to Class 800 as the idea, so you type Class 800 in, you go down to here. So basically, what you've got is, obviously you can see it says here I own this because obviously I bought this pack a while back. So you got your video there. Obviously I'm not going to play it just because obviously you guys can watch, you'll be able to find this video quite easily. So it tells you what's included. So you got your 9 liveries, so you can see screenshots above for your details. So you got the standard Hitachi livery, Great Western Railway livery, LNER Azuma livery, TransPennine, Lumo, Hull Trains, etc. So if you go down to here then, so just it tells you all the features. So you got the buy mode, accurate acceleration, braking physics. So the purpose of these Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement packs is that they are taking existing pieces of rolling stock and upgrading it so that it actually sounds like the actual train itself, because previous trains, so the previous Class 801 test prototype that I bought when I purchased the East Coast Main Line a while back, about a few years ago now, was that the actual Class 801 that I had from the East Coast Main Line didn't actually sound like what this enhancement pack did. So obviously when I went on the Class 800 train back in 2019, you notice the sound difference. But the good thing about Armstrong Powerhouse is that they made this enhancement pack to try and basically make the sounds exactly how they should be, to relate, right, this is what the actual Class 800 train sounds like. So you go down to here. So the most important thing to bear in mind is, so you've got your manual, which I can go over in a sec if you want. The most important bit that you've really got to refer to in this is the essential requirements. If you don't read essential requirements, this is the problem that's going to occur, because you'll basically buy the pack and then you won't actually get what's required. I don't remember this bit, but I wouldn't really worry about that too much. Just as long as you've got East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough, King's Cross, that is, but you'll find it, but you can buy this route. So DTG, obviously Dovetail Games, they're the ones who made this route good few years back, and I bought it then, so I found it was a very good route, because this route comes with the Class 801 test prototype. So always make sure you read essential requirements before you purchase the enhancement pack, just because you don't want to make a single mistake. You then also have something called the realistic branding patch, which is your reskin, well, obviously branding patch being for the train reskin. So how are you going to get all these liveries, basically? Something along those lines. So if you don't install that, you'll get the train as normal, but you won't have those reskins. So make sure you download it. But the realistic branding patch is technically the second thing you should download. Don't make it the first priority, because obviously you want to make sure you get the actual train downloaded on first, because it's got to copy all the assets, the sounds, the texture, and like the actual, like the nose cone, the headlights, everything that's part of it. Get it all into the Railworks folder. So obviously, like once you've actually bought it and stuff, once you've done like your purchase and everything, you should really, if I can find it, good. Let's see if it will be. You go to your downloads. I can't remember where I found it, but it will be. Don't actually remember, to be honest with you, but I can just sort of go back to the same thing again. There we go. So if you just go downloads like that, it takes you to all the different. It's obviously these ones I've got, like I've mentioned earlier. But you'll go down to Classic and you'll download that. You will need, it'll come with a zip file, so what you need to do there is you'll need to extract the zip file first before you do it. And then what you'll do is, obviously I would open the file, but obviously I'm not going to do that at the moment. But basically you'll open it up and you'll find your class A under thing that you basically run from there. Actually, if I have got it, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if I do have it. Or even if it, yeah, here we go. So you go into there, you'll basically run this application. When it's open, don't worry about what it says. So obviously it might think that, oh, you're trying to, the computer obviously doesn't know what it is until it sees it. So it might, because it is a .exe, so you'll think, okay, right, you're putting a virus onto the computer. No, I've bought these enhancement packs several times, so I wouldn't worry about what's going on. So it's nothing to be concerned about. Do not worry about it at all. Because the thing is, it would be all over social media straight away, and people would make others aware. So it's nothing to worry about. But you would run that. You'd run this, and then after that, you'll download, and you can get it from the actual website. You download your realistic branding patch, and you run that. When you've, it should. So if I go back to this. It'll run through terms and conditions and everything once you've actually done the download and before it does the install. It'll go through its terms and conditions. You have to accept X, Y, Z, and then basically from there, it will tell you whether how you want to. It should pre-do it to the Railworks folder, and it should be on C drive or whatever your one is. But yeah, it should just automatically put it in the Railworks folder. If it's not, make sure it does go in the right one, but it should just automatically do it for you, so you shouldn't have to worry about trying it and you're trying to figure out where it has to go, because it should just automatically do it for you. But yeah, and you'll do the same thing for the realistic branding patch. You'll run that, go through terms and conditions, you'll accept that, and then it will get all the textures ready, and then it will tell you how you want to add it, and you'd say, right, and make sure it should just, again, add it to the Railworks folder for you, and you'll just add it in, and it just press OK, and it will add it in there for you. And then after that, what you want to do is you'll go into the game, into Train Simulator Classic, and you will be able to find out if it is there. If it's not there and you haven't done something right, then it means you haven't installed it correctly. Something's gone wrong, because sometimes I know these things can happen. It is, especially if you've not done it before as well and you're not used to doing it, you might think, oh, I haven't done this before, how do I do it? So that is kind of, but just make sure you sort of take the time to just, read it and go, right, okay, what's happening here, basically. Just take it a step at a time. That's what you have to do. The manual as well, I'd also recommend reading, because obviously sometimes what tends to happen is that it can give you a guide, and also it gives you a guide here as well how to install it. So make sure you do read this as well, because it will tell you as well. But yeah, again, the manual just provides you with all the information in there, so like your liveries, and then all the keyboard controls. So a benefit to these enhancement packs is that you're able to, it's trying to get you to set the train up from cold, rather than you just go, right, turn the reverser on and just pull the throttle down and go. Basically, it's a bit more than that. So the benefit of the enhancement pack is that they are trying to get you to do it, which actually makes it a bit more better and more enjoyable and a much better experience. But yes, that is how you download and install the enhancement packs. Obviously, there is multiple. There are other help sites as well. But hopefully, this is sort of just giving you an idea as to just how to sort of just roughly do it. Obviously, if you need any sort of guidance or anything, do just let me know in comments, and I'm more than happy to help out. But thank you very much for listening in tonight. Take care. Thank you very much. Goodbye.